So today's topic is minding your own business. Right, this is my biggest learning of 2025. Right, as a step into 2026, I'm already 3 months in, but this is my biggest learning of 2025 is minding your own business. Right, and it's crazy because a lot of people are like interested in others people's life, right? Your what are they doing, like how are they doing, and a lot of other stuff. And I feel like instead of focusing on other people's life, I think you should be focused on ours, how we can better ourselves, how we can take a one step ahead of all the things in our life. Sometimes we are so invested in other people's lives, we forget like we have our own. I'm sorry if the camera angle's little off because I'm looking at my screen right now. I'm looking at myself on the camera is here, so it may be a little off, but bear with me now. I don't have my usual setup, and I just felt like I have to record this. You should not have other people on your mind. Like, you should not have other people on your mind, right? Instead of that, you should be focused on building your own life, right? I think you should be focused on building your own life. Focus on where you want to go, like what you want to do with your life, right? And there can be anything, right? Anything. Let's take for example, when you are invested in other people's life, be it anything, be it your friend, be it your like significant other, be it your colleagues, anyone. Like, if you have to invested in their life, right, you start ignoring yours. And when you get in that loop, you also start comparing yourself to them. You start judging yourself, you start judging your own life, you start comparing your own life, right? And I think it's a very bad mythos to compare yourself to others, especially when that situation is different, the way they are different, the way they behave, the way they react to things is different from how you react and how you sort of react to situations, right? Those are very different things. So you should not be overly invested in someone else's life, and what should you do is mind your goddamn business. So that's what you should do. Mind your own goddamn business. Right? Why are you so invested in other people's life? Why are you so invested in other people's life? Why are you comparing yourself constantly to their life? And be it the life you see on social media, be it the life you see of people around you. Stop comparing yourself and mind your own goddamn business. Right? See where your life is headed. See what your goals are. Pursue what your goals are. And stop thinking about what other people's are doing. There can be multiple reasons why you are invested in other people's life. Is because simply you're bored, right? And people like gossiping, people like talking about other people's life. People like, I think much of it comes from insecurity. You are insecure, that's why you invest so much time and energy into other people's life. You compare yourself to them because you are insecure about your own goddamn life. You're insecure about how you look, how you speak, right? And you compare yourself to other people, right? You start comparing yourself to other people, right? And when you do that, when you overly invest into someone's life, right, you start ignoring your own life. What you should be doing, instead of taking responsibility for someone else's life, take a responsibility for your own goddamn life. Right? Take responsibility for your life, take responsibility for your situation, take responsibility for your decisions, not someone else's. It is very easier to discuss someone else's life, to discuss someone else's decision, but when it comes to you, you are scared. You're scared to discuss, you're scared to think about it, you're scared to put it out there. That's why you compare yourself, that's why you are so into people's business. So what you should do is take responsibility and accountability for your own life instead of looking into others. And at the end, don't let anyone have control over your life. You live your life with your own goddamn rules, right? But that rule has to come from somewhere. Those rules has to be logical. You are taking decision in regards to your own life, please take it with caution. And minding your own business It's not an insult. It is an goddamn life advice that everyone should follow. That instead of focusing on your own life, why are you so invested in other people's life? Why are you so invested in what they are doing? Who are they with? Why do you care who are they with? Mind your own goddamn business. Sometimes it's good to mind your own goddamn business and not care about those people, right? Then how are you going to focus on your life then? How are you going to focus on the issues that you have in your life? Like right now, you ignore those decisions and peep into someone else's goddamn life. Focus on your health, focus on your work, focus on your goals. Right? Focus on your habits, focus on your future, focus on these things. Don't live in other people's decision. Don't care about other people's opinion of you. What matters most is your opinion about yourself. If you think you don't deserve nothing, then you will get nothing. If you think you deserve everything, you will get everything. It all begins and ends here. What you should be doing is focusing on yourself, not someone else's. I think that's it for this video. It's Athar. Peace out.